This is a 1950 Ford F1 short bed pickup truck. I'm gonna take it for a quick spin. She's still warming up. This truck runs awesome. Driving truck. The steering is very straight on it. I'm gonna do my finger test here to show that I'm driving straight. Got just barely a touch of play in the steering wheel, just pretty common to these old trucks, but very, very drivable truck. The speedometer works, and I think actually all the old gauges work. Truck steers really, really good, really easy. Nice thing, e-brake works. Yeah, these doors are a little tricky sometimes. I'm gonna let you listen to the engine run real quick. Nice, healthy engine. So I'll turn it off and then we can, you can hear me talk a little better. So this was actually, this truck was actually restored about 20 years ago. And then it sat in a barn for a while, was pulled from the barn and gone through. So new spark plug wires, new cap, rotor, timing adjusted, but new battery put in. It's a 6-volt system. And of course, changing all the fluids and everything. The truck fired right up and it just runs really great. My wife and I took this truck for a drive just the other day, and man, it runs with tons of power. Actually kind of surprised me because I drive a lot of trucks like this, and it surprised me a little bit that it just felt so strong. The transmission shifts great. Of course, it's a 3-speed on the floor. So I'll walk you around the outside real quick. The body on this truck is very, very straight. I think somebody took their time and really made the truck nice to paint it. But of course now the paint's about 20 years old and it shows its age. There's a few spots here and there on it that are going to need some attention. And then it really would need a new paint job if you wanted it to look new. Of course, kind of driving around an old shop truck or kind of farm truck style, this might be okay with it. But the previous owner actually started sanding and getting on some parts. Part of it is that the clear coat's beginning to peel off. So the previous owner was sanding the clear coat and then putting on primer just to cover it up, just so that it wouldn't rust. But when you get right up on the truck, there's actually a few spots where it's got some bubbles that'll need to be addressed before it gets painted. There's a few spots here. And I just want to be quick to say this is not a rust bucket truck, but it does have a few little spots all the way around it. There's a spot right there. Far from a rust bucket, actually. When I show you the underneath, I gotta tell you, when I got underneath this truck when I was buying it, I was blown away by how clean it is underneath. So there's a spot here. Little spot on the step up here as well. Cab corners are in fantastic condition. a little spot of rust at the bottom of the door here, and then a spot at the bottom of the fender. And all of the rust that's on this truck is on the outside. None of it's underneath it. And then 2 spots here where you actually, these might be the worst spots on the front end, and then the same over here. Got some bubbles. So I did take it to my body guy, and he said for the most part it looks like grinding and cleaning up. The only spot that would maybe need some weld work is this spot right here. Might go all the way through when you're seeing that out. Other than those spots, and the truck is fantastic. The bottoms of the doors are rust free. The undercarriage is unbelievable. Let me take a look at the interior, and then we'll go look at that too. So yeah, the doors are in great shape. Bottoms of the doors are in excellent condition. Interior is nice, unmolested dash. The paint on the inside has retained its color fantastic. Beautiful gauges showing 80,496 miles. Somebody spent a lot of money redoing the upholstery in this truck. It's all professionally done headliner. The door panels and the seat looks awesome. Very, very good. I mean, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's not, doesn't look brand spanking new, but almost. I mean, we just cleaned it and it looks really, really good. So the only thing I think the interior needs is this carpet pad on the bottom here, and that's faded. It should be gray. And then the carpet on the floor. So if you got a carpet kit and replace the carpet on the bottoms of the doors right here in the carpet kit, the interior of this truck would be like an 8. I mean, it would look really, really nice. All the paint on the interior of the truck looks really good. So the inside of the truck does not need to be painted. I don't think even the door jambs need to be painted. They're all in beautiful condition. So I really think you could get away with only painting the exterior of this truck. And I mean, really, this is a classic look, and I would just do a color match and go right back with the same color. Actually, to be honest, I contemplated the bottoms of the doors here too. Beautiful. Few, actually, now that I'm looking a little closer, few little rusty spots right here. Nothing major. Just typical, you know. See if I can lift up the floor. Yeah, the pad is glued down, but I'll show you from underneath how clean the floor is. So the original wood bed was taken out and a diamond plate was put in, and then everything was painted back here to match. So somebody had taken the time. They really did this professionally. It looks really nice. I've seen some where it looks like somebody just threw a piece of steel in the back. This was done with care and class. All of the wheels look really nice, very presentable. The beauty rings are in perfect condition. The caps are old and look original. With a little bit of, you know, a couple of them have a little bit of minor rust in the front. They may be able to be polished out. The tires are older, but they have excellent tread on them. In fact, they don't look like they've had many miles put on. This is what impressed me. This is all original steel in the truck. I mean, these floor pans are phenomenal. They're so clean. I mean, maybe somebody did replace them a while back, but if they did a phenomenal job. I don't see any creases or weld marks. Somebody would have, if somebody did replace the floor pans, they did a fantastic job. I think that they're original. I think it's possible, very, very likely, that this is an 86,000 or 80,000 mile original truck. All the insides of look at the insides of these fenders. I mean, they're beautiful. Again, the step up. Now it looks like there's a little bit of rust right there. Other than that, the step up looks great. Obviously some old rust there. Floor pans. Frame rails are obvious. Frame rails are fantastic. Beautiful condition. I haven't noticed any leaks in the truck. It's got a fresh oil change in it. It's really in daily driver. Mechanically, it's in daily driver condition. The lights work. The turn signals work. I think the only thing that doesn't work is the horn. So there you have it. 1950 Ford F1. And I think with a little TLC, honestly, really the only thing I think this truck needs, like I said before, is a carpet kit, including the carpet strips on the bottom of the doors, a new paint job, If you really wanted to go crazy, you know, take your time, tear the engine down, and do an engine detail. Not a rebuild, but just a detail. And boy, you would have a phenomenal truck for the money.